Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Bella. Hi guys, welcome to today's video. In this video I will teach you all about the definite article when you use plural. Yeah, we know that all nouns in the German language, they have their article. We know they have the masculine article der, the feminine article die, and the neutral article das. But what is going to happen, or what are you going to do if you want to talk about more than just one thing? Right, you will use plural. And in this video, I will show you how to do that. Don't be scared. Well, it's a little bit more tricky than in the English language, but we can do it together. The definite article for plural. Der bestimmte Artikel, wenn wir das Plural benutzen. Well, the plural article is very simple because it is always die. Well, that would be too easy, I know. Because the ending of the nouns, they change a little bit. Well, I shared it to you in 3 different groups. Let's start with the masculine group. The masculine noun group. Die männlichen Nomen. Most of them, they simply end with an iden. For example, der Tisch. The table gets into die Tische. Der Text, like the things you're writing, turns into die Texte. Also very common, about 90%, the masculine nouns, they end with an I, but they also end with an I, and you must use an umlaut. For example, der Satz, the sentence, turns into die Sätze. Or der Stuhl, that's the chair you're sitting on, turns into die Stühle. And if a noun ends with or, ant, ist, ent, or e, they will simply put an n or en in the back. For example, der Deutsche, die Deutschen. German people. Der Patient, die Patienten. Der Tourist, die Touristen, the tourists. Männliche und sachliche Nomen mit den Endungen el, en und er, that means masculine, and neuter nouns with the endings el, en, and er, they simply do not have any plural ending. That means nothing changes, which is good, isn't it? But sometimes they come with an umlaut. For example, der Lehrer, the teacher, die Lehrer, the teacher, the teachers, der Lehrer, die Lehrer, der Schüler, die Schüler. Let's head on to the feminine, the weiblichen Nomen. Well, they often end with en or n if you put them into plural. Well, another 90%. Well, for example, die Uhr, die Uhren. In this case, we're talking about the wristwatch. Die Uhr, die Uhren, the wristwatch. Armbanduhr is also called Uhr. In German, is the short form of Armbanduhr is Uhr. Die Uhr, plural is Die Uhren. Our next example is die Lampe, light, die Lampen. But sometimes it comes with an I in the end and an Umlaut, especially when they're einsilbige Nomen. Let me give you some example for this. Die Hand, the hand, die Hände, die Bank, that's the bench you're sitting on, die Bänke, die Bank, die Bänke. One more example on this one is die Nuss, that means the nut, die Nüsse, die Nüsse, the nuts you're eating. And nouns ending with el or er, they simply end with n. For example, die Ampel, die Ampeln, that are the traffic lights on the street. Die Ampel, die Ampeln. Another example, die Feder, die Federn, that are the feathers. Die Feder, one single feather. Die Federn, more than one feather, the feathers. But guys, watch out. Female persons and female professions, for example, die Freundin, the girlfriend, turns into die Freundinnen. Can you see the double N? We just add another N into it. Die Freundin, the girlfriend, die Freundinnen, the girlfriends. Die Studentin, the student, the female student, turns into die Studentinnen. Die Studentinnen. And again, we add another N to it. Studentinnen. Let's head on to the neuter, the sächlichen Nomen. Well, they of course often end with an I. For example, das Heft, that's the workbook, turns into die Hefte. Das Heft, the workbook, turns into die Hefte. Das Jahr, the year, turns into die Jahre. You see, very common again, we just put an I in the ending of the noun when we use the plural. But sometimes they end with an ER and we also use an Umlaut. For example, das Haus, that's the house, turns into die Häuser. Das Haus, die Häuser. And another example would be das Wort, the word, turns into die Wörter. You see, the O turns into, the vowel O turns into a Ö, Umlaut, Ö. And guys, one good thing about that, when a noun ends with chen and line, there is no plural ending. That means no change. That's good, isn't it? So, another one. The masculine, feminine, and neuter nouns that end with A, I, O, U, and Y. That's an easy one. You will simply put an S in the end. For example, das Foto, click, click, the photograph, die Fotos. Another one would be die Kamera, the camera that you take in the picture with. Die Kamera turns into die Kameras. You see, simply put an S to the end. And last example would be, everybody knows that, das Handy, die Handys. So guys, yes, I know that was quite a lot to take in, so please don't try to learn everything at once. Take it in time, take it in steps, maybe make some groups. But please, from now on, can you remember what I said in the last video when we talked about the definite articles, der, die and das? I told you, please always learn your nouns with the article. And now I tell you, please always learn the new nouns with the article and its plural. It makes it way easier for you. And now, let's have a little test on what we've learned today. You ready? Okay. What's that? Was ist das? Die Zahnbürste. The toothbrush. Die Zahnbürste. That's one. What's the plural? We always know the plural has the article die. So, die Zahnbürsten. Simple, we just put an N at the ending. Die Zahnbürste, die Zahnbürsten. Next one. Quite a big one. My favorite cushion. Mein Lieblingskissen. Das Kissen. And now imagine another one on the side. What's the plural of das Kissen? Right, guys, it's die Kissen. No change here. Das Kissen, die Kissen. Next one. Ba-ba-ba-bam. Das Glas. The glass. Die, what's the plural? Gläser. You see, the vowel A turns to an umlaut. Gläser. And we put an ER at the ending. Das Glas, die Gläser. Next one. The knife. Das Messer. The plural. Simple. Die Messer. Nothing changes here. Das Messer. Die Messer. Next one. Der Löffel. Plural. Right. Die Löffel. Nothing changes here either. Watch out. Die Gabel. The fork. Do you know the plural for that one? Right. Die Gabeln. We simply put an N at the ending. Die Gabel. Die Gabeln. So guys, and now the last one. Can you see what it is? It's a key. Der Schlüssel. The key. Der Schlüssel. Do you know the plural for that one? Right? Die Schlüssel. No change here. Because we know the EL doesn't have any kind of a plural ending. So guys, I hope you enjoyed today's lesson, and I hope I made it a little bit more understandable for you of what is going on if you're trying to use the plural in the German language. So guys, I hope you enjoyed today's lesson, because I really did. Please, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, do that right now and leave me some comments down below. Take care till next time, guys. Bye.